Hello, I'm Robb Macdougall with the Davenport Fire Department here in Hilliard, showing off our new Sutphen pumper. So we're very excited about it. We'll start here at the beginning and we'll kind of just do a quick walk around, show some of the features that are maybe unique to the way Davenport does business. The front here, we went with a brow light for scene lighting. It's pretty impressive. It offers a lot of light, a lot of safety for our personnel. So we really appreciate that. We also did a gated front intake. We find that the way we do business, we most often hook to the front. So we wanted that option. And then we also have a front discharge for a trash line. And that comes in handy for car fires and just little incidentals. One thing that I think is probably going to become more common on fire trucks these days is a security system, a door lock and unlock keypad. Inside here, one of the things we did is a backup camera, which I can imagine isn't much of a novelty anymore. Most everyone is probably going to them, but a really handy option. We went tinted windows in the back just to help the cooling package. We're from the Midwest, from Iowa, which oddly enough we get the hot warm air. It almost feels like Florida at sometimes. So that's helpful. We didn't do a full clean cab concept, if you will. But one thing we did was have this compartment for the engineers, bunker gear, and SCBA, so it kind of adds to a clean concept. And additionally, it's just really handy not to have that equipment either in a compartment or laying inside the cab, kind of floating around. So I think it adds safety and usability. Our Speedlay doors are enclosed. We found that when we had open ones between our weather and just get wet and nasty, there's also the chance that that deploys on its own going around a hard corner. And hose line nozzle going through a window of a car, hitting a pedestrian is not a good day for anyone. We have some controls here on the pump panel. We have panel heater because of the climate we live on. We can control our inverter with the modern LED lights in that. We didn't use a generator anymore. We switched over to an inverter, so that's kind of a big change for us, but it made sense. We also have the ability to air horn, so if we need to do an emergency evacuation, the engineer doesn't have to scramble around. Most of our pump compartments pretty standard. When you get back here to L3, we did something a little unique, and it works out for us. It just turned out fantastic. I think they did a beautiful job. We have the ability to store our lift bags up here. This is set up so we can come out. We'll have a Lazy Susan carousel for our extrication equipment. It's all battery powered Amcus unit, so we can fit everything right there, and with the Lazy Susan spin around and grab whatever we need. Room on the side for some of our accessories. We also have power up top and room for a battery tray. So we have shoreline power to that, so we're charging our batteries every time the rig's in the station plugged in. That's a nice feature for us. Back here we've got a A1 compartment. We've got a little rollout tray here. We usually keep our smoke ejector and some of those things there. Instead of lifting and reaching in with a back injury, you roll it right out, grab it, and go. So it's an improvement over what our previous apparatus was. This compartment, we have a little nook for our high-rise and hotel packs. Before we'd leave them loose in the bottom of the compartment, invariably they would slam up against the roll-up door and make opening it difficult, so now they're contained. And again, you're not lifting in at an awkward angle for back injuries. Toolboard, we mount a lot of our commonly used hand tools on that for easy accessibility, and you know whether something's there or not there. So we'll mount those up when we get it back home. We did do a cord reel to run off our inverter. Again, with the changing thing with battery technology and LEDs, we're not using that as much as we used to, but we still have the option to do that. Inside the cab, in the rear, we did custom-sized EMS compartments. We made them just as big as we possibly could. We have a 10-inch raised roof on this apparatus, and the EMS compartments allow for a great, we lock the cab, keep everything secure, and it protects everything. We also have shore power in both of those cabinets to charge suction units and whatever we need to for the changing EMS needs. So everything's in there. It's warm, you know, in the winter, cool in the summer, and it's protected. Pretty standard in the officer side. One thing is we do have a computer tablet tray here. We actually use a tablet, not a laptop, for our MDATs, and we have power for that and the tray for it. So that comes in pretty handy for the customer officer. That's about it. Thanks for watching our video. I'd like to thank Sutphen for their hospitality and Jim Bartholomew for his hard work on this apparatus, and we're very pleased.